Today for the Bitcoin price, is Bitcoin right now entering a massive danger zone here directly before the halving, and after this rejection we covered in the last video here, are we going to expect lower price targets towards the halving here with the sell the news event? Well guys, there is not only here this Glassnode chart, the Onchain Metrics, which indicate an all-time high for the hash rate, which might be very dangerous in combination with the halving, which is about to be expected here in 7 days. We will also show you this specific chart here, which is brand new and plots the Bitcoin price against the hash rate and the time, and shows us clearly what to expect right now in the immediate short term and until the end of the year. No guys, we will also pull out here the hash ribbons, the very famous hash ribbons, which always indicated perfect buying opportunities, and also when the Bitcoin price is going to retrace heavily. We will pull it out and connect all the dots for you and tell you exactly what we are expecting for the Bitcoin price here in the immediate short term towards the halving. So make sure you stick around, make sure you take a seat, and make sure you smash up the like button to at least 2,500, 3,000 likes once again. And that being said guys, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris, and as always we are really pumped to go straight into the content. Alright guys, so we are here on the 4-hourly candles for the Bitcoin price, and before we go into this crazy chart which reached an all-time high and is indicating now that we are entering a danger zone for Bitcoin before the halving, we of course want to go here into the TA and look what the immediate short term has to provide for us here for Bitcoin. And as you can remember here 2 days back in this video here where we talked about Elon Musk and also TA, it was recorded approximately here, we actually said if Bitcoin goes back above and tests this level here once again, we have to stay above to say that we can with a very high degree of confidence search for higher price targets. You know what guys, let me play you this clip very shortly before we go on. Here back exactly, but pretty much exactly to the 61.8 level, and this is the key level we are watching right now, because if the Bitcoin price goes up once again, we do not want to see a double top, but if we are going to be rejected here on the bearish flip side, this would be a sign for us that this golden pocket right now is too strong and that we need a higher retracement here for Bitcoin. So as you can see guys, we were actually rejected right here and had the fake out here at the price target we mentioned, went below, and of course guys we find the higher retracement right now. Well, the question is now how low can we go, and we actually think with that recent retracement here it is not out of the room here that we can actually retest this specific price target here at the golden pocket around the 8,000 US dollar level. This is not out of the woods yet guys, and we actually think that after this specific rejection here, as we mentioned before, this is a very highly probable scenario guys. Of course not a 100%, but still we have in these price levels here the perfect alignment of the let me here go to the daily candle. If you remember it correctly guys, we have the 100-day moving average, we have the 200-day moving average perfectly converging here at these price targets. We have the weekly EMA ribbon also perfectly supporting this price target. So guys, it will be extremely important for Bitcoin here to bounce at these specific price targets here, whether it is before the halving or after the halving. And in case this happens, we will remain bullish guys, and we will go into the specific data here in a very bit guys. But I wanted to mention something before. Remember guys, the Bitcoin halving is gonna go down in either 6 days if you measure here at the current block time, or in 7 days here in 1 week if you measure at the approximate average block time here of 10 minutes. And guys, you probably know what happens when the halving is gonna go down. The future inflation is being cut in half, and the miner reward is being cut in half as well. That means that the miner profitability is also being cut in half if the prices stay the same. So this is very important to consider before we go here into this specific chart which just reached an all-time high. And of course guys, we don't want to leave you here alone with any specific price targets. So guys, in case we are going down and we find support at the 8,000 US dollar level and we bounce there with significant volume, we can tell you guys, we will still stick to our price target of 10,500 US dollars. Only if we are closing below a daily candle below the $8,000 level, we will look out for a higher retracement for Bitcoin. But other than that, we will stick with the bump and run reversal pattern, which was perfectly on point so far after we broke down and we confirmed the breakout here. But guys, it will be also very, very important here to remember that we are still here in this downwards trend, and in case we are going above here this specific price target we mentioned, we of course also have to break the 9,500 US dollar level, in this case maybe the 8,300 US dollar level, to say, well guys, we are going after the halving here into a new area, breaking the key market structure and setting in for higher highs, which is in fact, guys, still our most likely scenario here. So don't freak out, guys, even though we are saying we are entering this severe danger zone right now, and we will come to it right now. Why is it a danger zone? And before we do that, very quickly, just for a few seconds, guys, stick around here, because this chart here we are about to show you is actually very important to understand, especially in the light of the up and coming Bitcoin halving. So before we do that, we want to thank our sponsors today, guys, and you probably know that we haven't had any sponsors for 4 or 5 months or so, and right now the only sponsors we are accepting are exchanges, and not these wash trading exchanges whatsoever, but only legit exchanges. And especially now with the higher prices we are expecting towards the end of 2020, you will need a fiat on-ramp, you will need an exchange where you can dollar cost average in, you will need an exchange where you can buy Bitcoin with fiat currencies. And we chose Exmo as our next sponsor here, and they are actually a fiat gateway exchange, and you don't have many of them. And the nicest thing about them is that we found out they are not doing any wash trading also. Their volume is actually very, very realistic here, especially with a fiat. You cannot do wash trading like you can see it on all these other exchanges. So this is quite nice, and they also work with a 0% commission. So if you deposit your fiat currency there, it costs you 0%. If you withdraw it, whether it is they have 7 fiat currencies, US dollar, ruble, euro, the Ukrainian currency, British pound just started, the Polish zloty, and also Turkish lira. If you are putting that on the exchange, it's $0. If you are pulling it out of the exchange, they work with the SEPA payment here. It is $1, whether it's $100, whether it's $10,000, it's always $1 fee for withdrawals. They also partnered up with this Bank Frick from Liechtenstein, and everyone who is in crypto, everyone who knows about crypto, crypto-friendly banks knows that Bank Frick is the most famous one. So they have this partnership with Bank Frick in Liechtenstein, which was another reason why we onboarded them as sponsor here, and they are also compliant with all the anti-money laundering rules. So if you want to check that out, guys, make sure you scroll down in the pinned comment. There is a link. It is a tracking link, and yeah, make sure you use that one if you want to open an account there. It is very, very quick, and you can dollar cost average there with fiat currencies. And now that being said, guys, let's go into the next one, because this is our favorite part here. As you know, we talk about on-chain metrics every single day. And before I'm gonna show you this on-chain metric here on Glassnode, I want to show you this. I want to bring this to your attention. This is a very, very interesting chart here. By the way, guys, credits to Benjamin Cohen. This is a very nice and humble guy. We are chatting every now and then, and he is focusing a lot on data and deriving price predictions from data. And what he was doing here is he was plotting the Bitcoin price here on the left hand side in a logarithmic scale against the hash rate here on the bottom axis, so also on a logarithmic scale. And here on the right hand side, you can see the years, the year 2009, the year 2010, 2012, 2013. So what's very interesting to see here is, and this shouldn't come with any surprise, that you have a direct correlation here between the Bitcoin price and the hash rate. And what's very important to mention is that this correlation usually does not go when we are talking about the causation from the hash rate to the Bitcoin price. So it's not the hash rate determining determining the Bitcoin price. It is more the Bitcoin price determining the hash rate. With that having disclosed, we have to understand that still in the long run, the hash rate tends to go up. In the long run, the Bitcoin price tends to go up. And we can see this contracting channel here actually going steeper and steeper. And right now we can probably see the Bitcoin price maybe leveling off a little bit here towards the halving until the end of the year. Maybe not going too crazy, not going above the levels of $20,000, not going below the levels of $6,000. But this one here clearly indicates us that even though we are entering the danger zone, and even though we are entering this possible miners capitulation, which I am about to cover here directly afterwards with the Onchain Metrics from Glassnode and with the hash ribbons, that in the long run we will probably see still here the hash rate corresponding with the Bitcoin price, indicating that we will see much higher prices, at least in the year 2021, most probably way above $20,000, most probably going towards $100,000. As crazy as this sounds, we did not change our opinion on that. So this one here shows us perfectly here the longer term picture for Bitcoin, and that we shouldn't freak out, especially right now, even though we are entering this short term danger zone. And here you can see the Bitcoin hash rate. Actually, this is on Glassnode. We have the professional account, as you know. There is another link here for Glassnode down below. You can click on this link and you will get a free account. This one we are having is paid, but you can also have a free account and check out the basic metrics. And you can see here right now the Bitcoin hash rate on the 24 moving average here on the 1 hour chart was reaching an all-time high here yesterday. And the fun thing here is that it is reaching an all-time high on the hash rate before the halving is gonna go down. All the miners of course already know that the block reward of 12.5 Bitcoin is being cut in half to 6.25 Bitcoin. So they know that they will not be that profitable anymore after the halving is gonna go down here in 6-7 days. And we have to keep in mind that whenever this happens, and let me pull out here the Bitcoin hash ribbons. You all saw our very popular video. Afterwards, everyone talked about it here, about the hash ribbons here. And these hash ribbons, they always flash a capitulation signal when the hash rate is collapsing. And then when the hash rate recovers, we see the buy signal. And we actually mentioned in that video 2 weeks ago that we are expecting a probable new capitulation signal after the halving. This prediction did not change yet, but you can see here actually the hash ribbons expanding with the hash rate going up. So what we are expecting right now, and this is the danger zone, after the halving, the future inflation is being cut in half, the miner reward is being cut in half, and we will probably see this moving average here going down, creating a new red area here, and also creating a new capitulation signal on the hash ribbons. And one bearish thing is, of course, the miners are going to dump. The miners are going to shut down their equipment, and the hash rate is going to dump. This is actually not 100% certain, but almost certain. Even Andreas Antonopoulos said that he is expecting some kind of miners capitulation after the halving. So even though we are going to see that, guys, and this is the bullish flip side, we will probably see this miners capitulation going to go down. But remember what we said back in the days. 8 times so far this hash ribbon flashed this signal. If you go back in time, you can see it. 8 times it flashed the signal. But every single time we saw the miners capitulation, it was an amazing buying opportunity for Bitcoin. Also here, the last time we actually saw the capitulation right here, guys, we called it in our video. It was an amazing buying indicator here for outsized returns, and we are expecting the same thing to happen again. The only thing we don't know so far, guys, and this remains to be seen, is what will be the specific price target when we are going to see this capitulation to go down. We can only hope it will be above 8,000, but only the time will show, guys. But this is the flip side. We are entering the danger zone, but this danger zone will create most certainly in the immediate short term, at the halving or after the halving, an amazing buying opportunity for Bitcoin, most probably going into that parabolic bull run 2020-2021. Let us know what you think about that, guys. Do you think we will see a massive halving dump here at the halving or after the halving? Let us know in the poll which is popping up on top of the screen right now, yes or no towards the halving. Because as a quick ending note, guys, I want to remind you, we are talking about Bitcoin, and if one thing is for sure, for Bitcoin, you have to expect the unexpected, guys. And it's not that I want to cover here all possible scenarios, but of course, guys, even though it's unlikely, we have to expect the unexpected, guys. Make sure you're prepared for that, because we didn't sell any Bitcoin here, even though we can see a dump here in the immediate future. We are not selling it because we want to be here when the big moonshot comes, guys. And it will be on you to do the same or to do something else. Let us know in the comment section down below. And thank you so much for liking the video. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Guys, the last videos have been crazy. We are always crashing 30,000 views here. So thank you so much for watching all our videos, smashing up the like button towards 2,500, 3,000 likes always. And we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto with DaVinci J15 already tomorrow. And that being said, guys, as always, bye bye.